Hello, it's May 13th and I'm in East Texas. I wanted to talk today about prejudice. I'm reminded of that when I come to this little town that shall remain nameless, and I have friends that are dealing with that on a daily basis, moment by moment. They're working in the retail industry, they're working in restaurants, as they go to school at the university, and they run into these people that are just horrible to them, treat them as if they're lower than life, and it really saddens my heart because these are some of the most amazing individuals, the ones that are being shown the prejudice. They're just these beautiful creations of God that deserve to be honored, So my question to you is, how do you break the cycle of prejudice, and what is the best way to do it in love? I don't really know that answer because this anger just wells up inside of me every time I see it happen to one of my dear friends. When it happens to me, I don't mind so much because I don't really care what other people think of me, but I care what God thinks about me. The people that I love, I want them to know that I love them and I honor them, but I don't know. The piece of my heart aches when I see another human being treated that way, So, if you have any comments, then that would be a blessing. And by the way, just to let you know, if you see someone that has eyes that may be shaped like this, or like this, or like this, and there's an angle to it, it doesn't mean that they're all Chinese. It doesn't mean that whatever the Asian region that you're familiar with, that everyone comes from that region. So maybe you just may want to start asking what people's background is, what their heritage is, and that might be less offensive. It doesn't, they could be from a Native American tribe, they could be from various areas in China, they could be from Vietnam, from Japan, so just be more aware, if someone has kind of a cafe au lait skin tone, or, their features, if you just start looking at features. I mean, not everyone that has a darker skin tone than you is African American or African, They might be South American, they might be Iranian, they might be from Iraq, it's just start to actually look at people's features, I had a friend of mine drop by to say hello to me at work one day, and this girl at the front, this is when I was working at the restaurant, and this girl at the front goes, well, one of your friends stopped by, and I said, oh, okay. I said, well, what was her name? She goes, well, I don't remember, and I said, oh, okay. Well, what did she look like? She goes, well, she was black, and I said, oh, well, like, what shade of black? I have, like, so many friends, what do you mean? And she was like, I don't know, black is black,
Yes.
And I said, well, what does she look like?
Yeah.
Well, she was black. I said, well, did she have long hair? Did she have short hair? What did her cheekbones look like? Her eyes, And you kind of give me a description. And what I was attempting to do was to try to bring to her awareness that, people are people.
She was what?
And we should start describing people by their features and their personalities, not their skin tone, not whatever prejudicial kind of category you want to place them in. If there was a room full of white people, you wouldn't say, oh, she's the white girl, you know. So, I don't know. Start to get to know people's names. I'm really bad with names, but, just try to learn people's names. Try to look at people's features. Look at the shape of their nose. Look at the shape of their cheeks, their lips, the length of their hair, the style of their hair, their essence. Try to pick up on that. Ask God to give you a new mindset, and maybe that'll break the prejudice cycle of prejudice, however you want to say it. Whatever is grammatically correct. The person in the background is my mom. I'm here visiting, and she's amazing. So, anyways, I'm going to have a cup of tea and enjoy the rest of my evening, read a book. May God be with you, and take care.